I just cut down all this grass from these grass plants. It's good to do that because if you don't, they don't come in as thick the next year. So I just shaved them down. You don't want to wait too long. Do that in the probably the beginning of spring before they start growing. Don't do it in the fall because it's good insulation from the snow to keep them alive. In the spring I cut them back. I have that one, which is different. These two are the same here. There's a smaller one in here. Here's a really big one in the back. This one right here is kind of the runt. That one has always been small for whatever reason. There's one odd one back here. That one was not that wasn't planted there. It just started growing from seed. And these things, if they're not near a building and you do it early enough in the year before they start growing, you can set these things up on fire. I can't do that because they're right up against the building. But if you do it in the early spring or even end of winter, you light them up, they'll burn, and they're out within a minute. They go up real fast. I've seen other people on YouTube lighting them up like that. And actually the ash helps them grow that year. These two here are considered evergreen grasses. These ones are kind of greenish even in the winter. And if I take a small walk over here, these ones here are also evergreen. They're always green. These you don't cut back, they kind of stay the same. There's another right here. Here's another really small one. I didn't plant that either. That one's spread. It's actually pretty big now. In the summertime, this one here gets to a couple feet, and it's about 5 feet wide. The ones over in the garden I just showed, a few of those get to 8 feet in the summertime. And depending on how long you have them, they'll just keep growing wider and wider, and they'll spread their seeds, and you'll find other ones in the yard. If you don't like where they are, you can always transplant them. There's all a huge variety of them. Some people use them for privacy in the summer. Those 8-foot ones, that's what those are good for. Yeah, these are the ones that grow to 8 feet. They have nice stalks in the summertime. They look like cat's tails. And that one right there is the prettiest. These over here are the smallest. These grow pretty tall. These are full sun. Now in the back here, all of them say to plant them in full sun or close to it. This one right here is in the shade for a few years now because a big tree's been growing. This does perfect in the shade. But this one here in the shade doesn't want to do so well for whatever reason. I don't think it's because of the shade. I just think something's wrong with that soil there.